What's the best stock screener for day traders? Well, I'm going to tell you. And guess what? It's totally free. You ready? Let's go. It's Trade Talk Tuesday. Hey, my name is Brian Bottarelli, former CBOE trader and head trade tactician of the War Room. So here we go. In my opinion, the best stock screener you could have is Earnings Whispers. Here's how to use it, okay? Go to earningswhispers.com and click on the calendar in the upper navigation bar. From that point, it's going to bring you to an entire calendar, right, where you can click on every single date and see which companies are reporting earnings that day, right? So now on the right-hand side, you're going to see two abbreviations. It's going to say BMO and AMC. These are very important. BMO stands for before market open, and AMC, not the movie theater, it stands for after market close. So if you're having a stock that's reporting earnings before the open on Tuesday, for example, you're going to need to know that information Monday because that's going to be when you make your trade. Similarly, if you have a stock that's reporting earnings after the market closes on Wednesday, well, you have to make your trade before the market closes on Wednesday because come next morning, Thursday morning, the report earnings are out and the stock is already moving. So this is super important because if you know which stocks are reporting earnings leading up to that week, you're going to see a lot of movement and you know exactly why that movement is happening. But here's the big secret for today, right? So say CarMax, say they're reporting earnings before the market open on September 30th. Okay, that's a Wednesday, right? Now, Monday and Tuesday of that week, a few things could happen, right? So you might, for example, see some investors start buying CarMax in anticipation of a strong earnings report, or you might see the stock start to sell off, which is, what are investors anticipating a bad earnings report.
Sell. They're all selling and buy.
But that might not be the real story. Here's the big secret, okay? Usually, any moves that you see leading up to an earnings report are what I call fake out moves, okay? So if you see a brokerage house upgrade a stock a day or two before earnings, dumb money starts buying that, right? Like, oh my gosh, they're reporting earnings on Wednesday and they're upgraded on Monday. Well, guess what, okay? The big players usually are the ones selling into that buying that they created just so they can get out at a higher price before earnings.
Excellent.
You have manufactured upside bullishness, which is created entirely for the big players to get out at higher prices. Or on the flip side, you might see a downgrade on a stock a day or two before earnings. So what happens then? Well, dumb money panics, they sell their shares, and guess what? The big players step in, buy this dip that they manufactured, get the stock on the cheap, and then right before earnings, they report good news and it goes right back up. I call this a tree shake maneuver. Get the weak hands to sell and then buy shares on earnings week for the cheap. So most of these moves you see leading up to earnings are self-serving. So be aware of all these games and all these fake outs. And the way for you to be aware of these, it all starts with knowing which companies are reporting earnings that week, which is why Earnings Whispers is such a valuable tool for new traders. If you can use the stock screener to identify pre-earnings moves, and you could sift through all the games and all the BS, you could make yourself a lot of money, especially if you're just starting out. If you like this approach and you want to use this method to start hitting winners, then you're invited to get what I call my win-win trading strategy. I have a whole new tutorial series that I'm posted about it. It's all about how to play earnings and profit no matter if a stock goes up or goes down. If you want to see this report, it's totally free. Click that link below to get started. And with that, thanks for watching. I'm Brian. Stop hating, start trading, and I'll see you soon.